What's the narrative going into that second leg, Sid, from the Madrid fans and the papers there?
I think that the first leg showed Real Madrid that they can compete with Manchester City, that the first leg showed that they can hurt Manchester City as well in that 15-20 minute period in the second half when they started to take chances. And also I think the way that they deal with Haaland is really, really important. And we were discussing this a little bit before the game tonight, weren't we? That idea of what Ancelotti had said pre-game was that what I want is a small advantage from this first leg against City. And then he made the point that the advantage didn't necessarily need to be we go into the second leg in the lead. The advantage could be that we go into it feeling happy about the way we are, feeling that we're in good shape, feeling that we can compete with this team, feeling that we can do something. And I think the line really from most Real Madrid fans and from everybody at the club is that yes, they can. And I think the first leg, from their point of view at least, demonstrated that to them and demonstrated that they can go into the second leg feeling reasonably confident. Now look, everybody knows how good Manchester City are. Everybody knows the kind of players they've got, the manager they've got, and the fact that they're at home, and they know that's different to last year. But I think there's a belief, said a bit quietly, but there's a belief underneath the surface here that this Real Madrid team may well be a slightly better team than last year. Yes, last year it had the epic, but there's a bit more of a sense of control about them this season.
Sid is 100% on point here. First of all, most English media predicted that Man City will smash Real Madrid. However, that didn't happen because Real Madrid showed that at Bernabeu, even though they didn't win, but they have shown the world that they're not going without any fight. In fact, they have shown that they can play toe-to-toe level of Man City, if not better. Being said that going to Etihad and winning there is not going to be easy at all. But that's what defines Real Madrid. They don't want easy game. Real Madrid is a team that loves to play with obstacles. Now, I understand that Man City is really strong team at home. I think they haven't lost any single game in 2023 so far at home. However, history is there to be made. Also, most importantly, don't forget, we have no away goals at Champions League.
I honestly think there's more doubt in the City players' minds than there are in the Real Madrid players' minds. The Real Madrid guys have been over the course, and yes, City have got some big players, huge, playing great, but the memories of this competition in the last 4 or 5 years at the business end are not great. Whereas Real Madrid, who were written off by all and sundry last year and continue to charge on like a steam train, know that they can be patient and sit and wait and do what they did. They're not going to change a thing. Yeah, Militao might come in for Rudiger, but the rest of it will be the same. The tactics will be the same. They'll sit in, they'll make sure they've got a really nice shape, and they will pounce on any little mistake. And it's not Leeds United pouncing. It's not Everton pouncing. You know, it's not mid-table mediocrity in England. It is some of the most talented and quickest players who are clinical generally when they get an opportunity, clinical in that final third. And that has to be a real weight, I think, on the City players and their manager. I think the manager will be having some nightmares about what kind of side is going to show up for him in terms of Man City. You know, are they going to go out and are they going to be clinical and get Haaland in the game, and are they going to rip Real Madrid apart early and take the pressure off?
So Craig is absolutely right when he said that Man City is under pressure because they haven't won Champions League in their history. And last couple of years, their priority is to win Champions League. And given they have been failing multiple times and they were so close to win it, they have more pressure. Also, another point he really pointed out, and I think that's really important. For example, under pressure, which team plays better? It's absolutely Real Madrid, right? These Real Madrid teams, these Real Madrid players know how to play under pressure. They have played multiple times last year, so they know how it feels to play under pressure, unlike Man City players. That brings us to another important point of tactics. For example, when Real Madrid doesn't have possession, they are calm. They know that they'll wait for their moments. But Man City, it's not the same case. Man City, when they don't have the ball, they tend to panic. They don't know what to do. I think that's the biggest tactical advantage Real Madrid has. Man City will have the most possession, as we can predict, given the play style we have seen. Tactics-wise, Real Madrid will utilize the same tactics they have used in first leg. Defend as a team and attack fast, do fast counter-attack and exploit City's weakness.
Are they going to be nervy, and are the crowd going to be nervy? And it's just so many permutations about how this could go. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion just because City are at home that they're going through. I think Real Madrid are the most dangerous side on the planet when their backs are against the wall. And their backs will be against the wall on Wednesday.
To be honest, this is the best accolade I have heard about Real Madrid in recent times. Although many experts are predicting this match will be easy for Man City, I don't think this match will be easy at all. I think this will be really competitive and very exciting for neutral fans.
Militao, of course, played today. Do you think it was a warm-up for Wednesday?
Yeah, I think he played today because they want him to play on Wednesday. I think Ancelotti will. The one doubt Ancelotti may have, in my opinion at least, is whether or not he plays all three of those central defenders. So it'd be Rudiger, Militao and Alaba who would go at left back and then Camavinga to come into midfield. That's the variation that I can see. I think Militao goes back in. Yes, there could be a doubt about whether it's Rudiger or Alaba alongside him, but I think the other doubt is whether it actually ends up being all three of them, and therefore what you change further up the pitch. Of course, the likelihood then would be maybe Rodrigo pulls out of the team and Valverde goes into that hybrid role at the top of the pitch. And I think one of the things that Craig was talking about there is absolutely right. That idea that Real Madrid, the two words Craig used were patience and wait. And I think Real Madrid are a really good team at waiting. They have that combination, if you like, of the supreme confidence that says we're good enough and our moment will come. But also, if you like, the humility that goes with it that says we know that there will be periods in the game where the other team makes it difficult for us. In fact, Toni Kroos had said in the pre-match press conference before the first leg, he'd said, there will be periods in this game where we have to run around after the ball. And they know that. And I think a lot of really big teams with the kind of quality of players that Real Madrid have, they kind of don't accept that. They would panic in those moments in which they don't have possession. And I get the feeling with Real Madrid, and it was partly learnt through last year, and yes, there's a huge degree of luck involved. Yes, there's a huge degree of kind of miracle, if you like, involved. But there's also talent. There's also the competitive mindset, if you like, but also that patience, that humility that says, yeah, they can be better than us. They may well be better than us for big stretches of the game. But we know that if we survive and we're still standing, then the moment will come. And this is why there's a bit of me that thinks if it's really tight, it's more likely Real Madrid go through. That the best opportunity City have in a way is to kind of blow them apart and to not let them be in a position where it can be tight.
So this is going to be a very difficult tactical decision by Carlo. Is Rudiger going to play or Militao should play? So given what I know about Carlo, he likes to play what he likes. So the players he loves to play, Militao is one of them. I think Carlo is going to field Militao and Alaba as a pair because that's the pair he likes to play. And he said that multiple times in multiple press conference. But the way Rudiger played, the way Rudiger pocketed Haaland, how come we leave out Rudiger? It will be really dangerous for Real Madrid not to play Rudiger. So in my opinion, the back line should be Carvajal on the right side and Militao Rudiger as a pair. And as a left back, I think Alaba should play, not Camavinga. Because we need Camavinga as a CDM. So that's one scenario. Another scenario would be Carlo will play Alaba and Militao as a pair and Camavinga as left back. Also, if Cama plays as a left back, I think the rest of the squad will be same. However, if Cama plays as a CDM, there will be some change. I think if Cama plays as a CDM, the other midfielders will be Fede Valverde and Modric with him. And in the top, it will be Vinicius, Benzema and Rodrigo. So let me know, out of these two lineups, which one do you prefer to play against Man City second leg? Also, here are some tactical points we have to think about going to this match. First of all, Militao has to deliver those long balls that he does. I think those long balls to Vinicius or Rodrigo might be helpful for Real Madrid to attack fast. We know that if you attack fast, Man City will struggle, and that's we have to exploit. The second point is that we cannot do any individual mistake. Third, we have to defend as a team and we have to attack as a team. The last point, probably the most important point for me, Benzema has to be 100%. If we see the same Benzema that played the first leg, we are doomed. We are not going to have any success from this tie. Benzema has to play 100%. So that brings us to the prediction time. So for this match, my prediction is, I think this match will be 2-2 on normal time, and then this match will go to extra time and go to penalty, and Real Madrid will win. Let me know what's your prediction for this tie.